Hi, this is Gina, and welcome to my channel, Perfectly Imperfect Crafts by Gina. I want to thank Jenny for creating this hashtag Wing It Wednesday because it motivates you to start or finish crafts that you have all the supplies for and need to do something with. I'm going to go ahead and continue with using my toilet paper rolls, my paper towel rolls, and I added some small manila envelopes. Before I show you the little mini journals, I wanted to add what I did for the tags and how I created them. I used a lot of my die cuts. These are either frames or labels, and I used a variety of them. My dear friend Pam that lives here locally, she introduced me to this dotting tool that you can add acrylic paint to any of your crafts. All you do is get your paint palette, put the paint color in, and then dot it with this great tool. I am sharing different ways that you can add dots to your crafts. This is the easiest craft to create. I have this really nice paper chipboard, so I went ahead and sprayed it with these really cool colors. I think we all have something like this, but if you don't, you can get these little mini spray bottles and then add your own colors. After I sprayed the different colors, I kind of wiped it around and I got this beautiful paper. After the paper dried, I went ahead and sliced it into pieces so I could do my die cuts. I don't know if you're like me, but I save everything. I try not to, but I do. So I'm asking the community, do you throw things away or do you keep them to make something else later? So what did I do? I kept the die cut negatives just because I like the shape in the paper, and then I used my dotting tool. Another thing I added were these cute little wooden hearts, and I made them kind of the same color as the faux journals. Oh my goodness. I have so many mini journals, some of them with toilet paper rolls, some with them paper towel rolls, and I used manila envelopes, the small ones, and I made them look like faux leather. So here are some completed ones and some that are still a work in progress. I am so sorry for the lighting. I filmed this early in the morning, so I think when the sun comes through, it changes all my lighting settings. So I apologize for that. But what I'm going to do is share all the different embossing folders that I used for these mini journals. This is the only mini journal in this group that isn't faux leather. I do have three I want to share with you, but I will try to fast forward because I don't like to have more than 10 minutes in my videos. So please bear with me till the end. Thank you so much. This video is going to have so many apologies. So my next door neighbor is having work done in her house, so you might hear that little jackhammer kind of going, so I apologize for that. But let me move on to this little mini journal. I used my magazine pieces. I have so many magazine pieces, so I decided to add it to one of these journals. As you go through this, you will notice a lot of flips that I like to add to it. So this one has a little bit of extra. So let me know what you think. Okay, now on to the next one. This is a different type of mini journal. It's horizontal just because I was playing with my embossing folders. And I also showed in the back how you can use that manila envelope to make a pocket for like photos or some extra memories. So I thought that would be nice to add. I wanted to make sure and leave plenty of room to add photos, journal memories, or just a place to save memories. Okay, you might also notice some oil stains. That's actually baby oil. I use glycerin oil most of the time just because I want the faux leather covers to be really soft, but I couldn't find my glycerin oil, so I used baby oil, and it kind of seeped through, but that's okay because you can always put photos over that or graphics, and besides, that's what makes me perfectly imperfect. Oh my gosh, this is a fun journal. I had an embossing folder with a paintbrush, so I added it to it. So I decided why not make an art mini journal. So the inside pages, I used a lot of my stencils, and all I did was get my ink pads and then just go over the stencils and look at these cool designs. So you can still add photos on top, you can still journal memories, but what a great foundation. You may have noticed in the front cover of this art journal, I added some of those hearts that I showed earlier. I think it just added to the love of creation and art. For this mini journal, it's still a work in progress. I just wanted to show you another style. To save paper, I couldn't fold it in half, so half of it is 3/4 of a page and then the full page. Just because I like to save my paper, I hate to waste paper. So I used a home theme, like nice to be home, things like that. And then I love to use stickers when I do mini journals because it helps me downsize all of the stickers I have. That is the end of this video. Thank you so much for staying till the end. I had to fast forward because I like to keep it under 10 minutes. I also want to thank Jenny for motivating me to use stuff in my craft room that's just been laying around. So thank you for that, Jenny. If you like this video, I would greatly appreciate a thumbs up and definitely comments. I want to hear if you save stuff. I want to hear what you've done with toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls, manila envelopes. Please share below, and I greatly appreciate that you stayed with me to the end. Oops, sorry, that was my cell phone. So have a great day. Bye-bye.